My name is Gaby Ahrens. I'm a Namibian Olympian. I'm a mom, I'm a wife, and I'm a business owner. Most people know me because I'm an athlete, or I was an athlete. But today I'm the athlete that is busy changing systems and trying to create opportunities and better systems for athletes. You know, people always see the Olympic Games or the Olympic athletes. They see the titles, they see the blazers, they see the medals. But what they don't see is what it took to get there. Reflecting back on my journey, it feels like being the Olympian was probably the easiest part of it. The harder part has been probably to become the leader that is capable of changing systems. So today I'm a business owner. I have taken over a family business, a very established business. It's been a business that was created 45 years ago. I manage that together with my husband. And in my free time, I serve sport. I serve in several sport leadership positions, trying to create opportunities for others. I'm passionate about sport. Growing up, sport was a big part of my life, and it grew more and more into a passion of how do I make the challenges that I occurred easier for the next generation. So I'm really passionate about sport governance. It keeps me up at night to try and find better ways. So I would say that's my true passion. But of course, I'm also extremely passionate about my daughter and being a mum and just being out in nature and enjoying animals and appreciating all of that. There were two moments in my life that changed the direction. One was to realize that I was able to qualify for the Olympic Games and qualified. That changed my life in ensuring that I was chasing dreams. And the second event in my life was losing my brother. And that made me realize what really matters in life. My biggest challenges being an athlete, elite athlete or Olympian, was probably the sacrifices. And the sacrifices were, I would say, the loneliness. The loneliness it takes to chase your goals. I didn't have a social life. I missed birthdays. I didn't build relationships or families like others did. I was traveling, I was always on the shooting range alone. So I think the challenging part was being lonely most of the time, because it was also an individual sport. Shooting is very much just you and your gun and the target, and if something goes wrong, you can blame nobody, you can hide nowhere, it's all on you. So I think those were amongst the toughest challenges during my journey. I did feel like giving up a few times, but not as an athlete, but more as a leader. When I started serving sport more on the governance level, in the beginning I thought a good idea is enough, and if you have a good idea, you know, everybody should just follow it. But then I started to realize that it's not about the idea, it's how you approach it. And I faced a lot of challenges in the beginning, frustrations of why my ideas were not listened to, why am I blocked so much? And that was bringing me so close to giving up so many times. So over the journey, I've learned patience, I've learned diplomacy, and that how you approach things is usually what makes the idea win or not. I've learned my biggest lessons through failure. If things didn't go my way, or if a competition went really, really bad, I really had to go back, dig deep, try and find where did I go wrong and try and better that. So in general, I actually now have welcomed failures. I see them as opportunities to grow and get better. Winning is easy. My dad used to be my coach, so always told me, winning is easy. What makes a good sportsman or a person is knowing how to lose and taking it like a man. Those were his words. So I think there are a lot of lessons in failures. There have been many in my life, but I've always used them as opportunities to grow. I think there were plenty of moments. I mean, I've won the Continental Championships twice in my life, and I've won a Commonwealth Games medal, and those were moments where you realize that all the work that you've put in as an athlete, all the training, all the many hours spending alone on the shooting range, and then being able to put it all together on competition day and get a reward out of it, this case medals, made it worthwhile, made you realize, okay, you know what, it's worth all the efforts. And then today it pays off if I am part of decisions that are being taken, and I know my voice matters because I've been the athlete, I've been there, I've done it. I'm talking out of a perspective of experience, and that I'm capable of bringing it across the table, and people are willing to listen. And that makes me then realize, okay, hold on, you know, this is all paying off. People are listening. My input is changing systems, it's improving systems, and that makes it all worthwhile because I know the work that we're doing now is not only affecting me or my family, but it's actually affecting a lot of people out there. And that's really valuable. During my athletic career, it was definitely my family. One of the biggest role players in my life was my father, who was also my coach and my role model my whole life through, still is. He used to be a professional soccer player, so he also came from sport. He knew what it took. And I looked up to him also because I knew he walked the path. He was there before me, he knows what he's speaking about. And then obviously now also my husband, he is my backbone. He helps me so much. He allows me to spread my wings, to stretch myself. And then the NNOC team, we have an incredibly strong executive board at the National Olympic Committee, people that are like-minded, who have the same vision, same goals, and once you have a team around you, it makes it so much easier. But the challenge is finding those people and making sure that you surround yourself with people who believe in the same things you do and who stand by you when things get tough. So those were my people and still are today. As I said before, the social life was a big thing. I mean, you chase your own personal goals and there's not a lot of time for friends or social parties or birthdays or whatever might be. So I think that was a big sacrifice. And today, time away from my family. I travel a lot and I'm very busy. All the free time goes to sports management because it's this passion that's burning inside me and I enjoy doing it. But I realize it comes at a cost as well, and the sacrifice is a lot of time away from my family, from my loved ones. But if it's for a bigger goal, for the greater good, then I think it's justifiable. And I think if you can keep that balance and make sure that you don't neglect the one over the other, it's okay. People see the Olympic athlete, they see the medals and they see the titles and all the leadership roles, but they don't see what it took to get there. They don't see the failures and the setbacks. They don't see at times even the crying at home when you question yourself, is it all worthwhile? They don't see the time that goes into it, and sometimes the frustrations and having to fight for things that are right, that are not always welcomed. So, but that's all part of the game. I mean, everything has its cost, and if it's worth the cost, then I think it's okay. So there are two parts. I think I'm very proud of obviously what I've achieved as an athlete. I have achieved numerous medals that for me I'm very proud of. They're in my house framed, so I look at them every now and then not to forget. But today I'm proud of being part of the solution or the creation also of better systems in sport, professionalizing sport, making it easier for athletes to achieve, specifically achieving the Olympic dream. That's where my passion comes from. I think as an athlete, I have suffered a lot, also under weak governance. And today I can proudly say I'm part of the solution. I'm part of creating better systems for athletes to thrive. I would tell the younger Gaby to trust the process and trust the timing in your life. Don't rush things. Everything will work out the way it should at the end. Success for me today means leaving something better than what you found it and making an impact in other people's lives that is positive. The biggest lesson I've learned is that the best idea does not always win. The best approach does. I don't believe in luck. I think luck is when preparation meets opportunity. And there are many opportunities that will come your way. You just need to be prepared for them. And when they come, you need to grasp them. And that's when luck happens. It took sacrifice. It took loss. It took discipline and resilience, being able to bounce back. And it took passion. Passion that drives it, that gives you the energy to carry on. One of my biggest lessons was also the part where I lost my brother. And that made me realize how important family is. And that your family is your foundation. And if your foundation is solid and the people that you love are happy, then your cup is full. And you can really only help others if your cup is full. You cannot pour from an empty cup. So it's incredibly important to make sure that your foundation is sound and solid, and that is something that I protect. I think my story is not only about sport and being the athlete. I think that's just the beginning of my story. I'm now on the journey of becoming the athlete that was capable to transform into a leader that's capable to transform sport into a stronger system. So I think there's still much more to come. Yeah, I guess that's my story and it's not over yet.